Finally, some good news for a change. We discussed the Ironmouse situation a couple days ago in regards to Ironmouse having not only the VOD channel taken down, but her main channel as well. So I am happy to report that Ironmouse's channels, both of them, have been back up. So I'm taking the break from Elite for a second, so we're doing some trading runs. The first one, obviously, crying tears of joy. The VOD channel is back. Hopefully the main channel will be back soon. Thank you all so much for the incredible love and support during this time. And then we follow up happily with crying even more now the main channel is now back. Thank you all so much for this incredible love and support and advice. This has been a very stressful time, but I am very happy to be back. Love you guys. Thank you. And I'm very glad that the situation got resolved in the way that it did. I absolutely am. So part of the issue that I run into is not with Ironmouse at all. Is that this unfortunately seems to be a norm. And this is one of those that we will probably never really see, what exactly happened behind the scenes. There is a level of impartiality that YouTube must have when it comes to legal claims. As far as I'm aware, and that being said, someone with far more experience than me can definitely chime in on this. Like we discussed in the last video, if somebody files a copyright claim, someone files a copyright strike in that regard, YouTube, all they are doing effectively is saying, look, we received this legal notice, we're passing it along to you. Yeah, this is what's going to happen. That being said, obviously the issue comes down to when there's fraudulent claims in the pipeline, when there are bad actors. The situation allegedly, as it presented itself, was a bad actor filing fraudulent copyright strikes, to which led to two lines of logic, like we discussed. Either these fraudulent claims, either they are going to be responsible for counter strikes being filed, but then again, you have to go through lawyers, you have to go through submit your own personal identifying information, which Ironmouse did not want to do. And I view this as a victory if no personal identifying information had to be submitted. Alternatively, as well, if the VOD channel was subject to these alleged fraudulent strikes, and they were submitted, and then the VOD channel had to be taken down for that. If it's linked to the main channel, the other theory was that, due to YouTube policy, YouTube terms of service, if you have one channel go down, all your channels get terminated, which that's, I think, a little divisive. That's one of those that I acknowledge as part of YouTube as TOS, but I do think that, especially with as many mistakes as YouTube systems makes, especially with as odd as the copyright system can get between individuals and smaller entities, not at the corporate level, right? But we're talking if they're they're notorious bad actors and stuff, right? So I am, at the end of the day, glad that this happened. I am glad that she got her channels back. I am very glad that she's able to continue to be on the platform, because there's some real idiots on the platform, let's be real. And it was so odd to feel like this was targeted, or that this is aided and abetted in any way, shape, or form by YouTube and or YouTube systems. So I view this as a victory. I don't view this as the war being won, if that makes sense. I don't view this as the end-all be-all. This will still continue to be an issue, I guarantee it. This is one of those things at YouTube that they're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, but at the same time, the systems aren't necessarily built to accommodate things like this. I can only hope that this becomes smoother, as things continue, but there is still a very real possibility, very real threat that anybody, you, dear viewer, with a channel, anyone random can generate an account, get to the point where they can use the copyright system, issue false claims, false strikes specifically, and obviously if you get 3 months within a rolling 90-day period, your channel is done so. And that being said, if you do like your internet privacy, that's one of those things that I feel that lawyers definitely behind the scenes definitely did some tinkering, some stuff there, and I absolutely have respect for that. That being said, once again, it's not public, doesn't really matter to me. What matters is that the situation got resolved. I'm very happy. This is absolutely a step in the right direction, and I hope that this doesn't end up biting other people in the keister, if you will. And what I mean by that is, Ironmouse getting her channels back, but then YouTube or YouTube policies or individuals even using the copyright system seem to double down with that, right? They seem to double down and even target VTubers, which both Twitch and YouTube, we'll discuss Twitch in another video right now, as there's a situation going on with that right now. it seems very hostile. You want to talk about hostile work environment? It is coming across as a hostile work environment. But I digress. That is going to be it for me. I have ranted for long enough on the subject. The core takeaway here is I'm glad that her channels are back. Right? I have no affiliation with her. I don't have any sort of incentive. Right? What I do have incentive to do is there was a situation which I deemed was unfair. It happened. I raised my voice with a cacophony of others, right? To which in the post we have people like Pirate Software, who's talked about copyright before. Pirate Software being behind this, looking from the way this post went, huge W's, things like this. I'm very happy to see a bunch of people coming together. Joe Cat even, Lithero, right? Coming together and celebrating this honestly, in my opinion, well-earned victory. So thank you everyone for watching. Definitely go support Ironmouse if you haven't. Awesome person, awesome creator. Just supporting them for my little corner of the internet. I'll see you in the next one.